make it happen.
Now is New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, good morning to you. And we had Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis on with us last hour, and she told me, and she's on House Ways and Means, she does not believe that there's going to be a vote this week. Congressman?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I should have been more clear.
Yeah,
My apologies.
You know what? I thought you were going to play a clip. Hey, it's great to be with you, Cheryl. Nicole would know. I mean, she's very intimately and engaged in this and very involved in it. It's not going to be easy. Look, we're going to get it done, but it's important that it be done the right way. So I've been really, really clear on this. I obviously support the president. In fact, what I believe, what the president believes, is what we should do. We're not going to completely right the ship in 1 year, so we are going to have spending cuts. But for example, in Medicaid, we can't hurt those that are in nursing homes, the disabled, working poor, real people, our people. The two reasons why we can't do it: one, it's the wrong thing to do and it's bad public policy. And if you want to be political, understand that this is a new Republican Party. This is not the Republican Party of limousine rhinos. This is a Republican Party that is working people, people who care, middle-class people, and that's a big change that's happened. So we just can't forget about them. We've got to do this the right way. Same old thing. The president said it. I agree with him, on lockstep with him on this. We have to work with a scalpel and not a sledgehammer. He does not want a mean bill that hurts people, but we also can stop the stupid spending that was going on, and there was tons of it. We have to do it intelligently.
I agree with you, Congressman. And, you mentioned Medicaid. This morning, the Wall Street Journal writes that the GOP's Medicaid moment of truth is now, and because there's not a draft Medicaid bill out there, but one of the things they point out is, I know that it's politically nerve-wracking for politicians like yourself to talk about any kind of cuts to Medicaid, or let's talk about reform instead. But they say, look, one worthy idea when it comes to sanity and it comes to how you break down how much the states pay for Medicaid programs versus what the federal government pays, is that you target those able-bodied men that are taking in Medicaid checks. Okay. Don't target pregnant women that are under Medicaid. Target those that should be able to work and are not because of the Medicaid programs and how they're structured. We've definitely seen that in New York State, sir.
And you're absolutely right, absolutely correct. We can save money in Medicaid. Young working men that can work, that don't have families, there's absolutely no reason they should be on Medicaid. Eligibility requirements were changed. We used to do eligibility every 6 months. Biden changed it in the last administration, so we had people that were not eligible that were getting Medicaid. Let's go back to every 6 months and make sure that we do it the right way. Illegals sometimes are on Medicaid. They should not be on Medicaid. We shouldn't allow that. And of course, like we started out with the conversation, work requirements. There are ways of absolutely doing this and making sure that we are humane, that we're decent, that we have good public policy, that we're politically smart. We got to be careful. There are some people sometimes that almost want to create a blueprint for political disaster. And this is what I would say to those folks. If we lose the majority, I'm going to be okay. My district is okay. But there are many districts that aren't. And if we lose this majority, you're going to see spending and bad things happen in this government worse than you've ever seen before. Well, so part of what we've got to do is be politically smart at the same time.
But with that slim majority, that is why the stakes are so high and why all eyes are on the House right now because of these proposals and this, of course, the big, beautiful bill. Get this done while the political will is on the side of the Republican Party. Now, I want to ask you about something else. This also affects New Jersey. Lawmakers holding an important meeting on state and local tax deduction last week, SALT, trying to figure out a final proposal, extend the $10,000 cap. New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik was with Maria on Sunday Morning Futures with where the negotiations stand on SALT. I want you to watch this.
I know that a lot of people in New York and California care about the SALT deduction. A lot of people in the Senate and the House do not. Okay, they don't want to subsidize these high-tax states.
But the reality is, Maria, this was a commitment President Trump made on the campaign trail. This is a commitment many of our House Republicans made. So we are in the midst of negotiating that. And the reality is, with this slim majority, we understand it's important to relieve taxes for all Americans across this country. If you look at New York, no state moved more to the Republican direction than New York State in terms of President Trump's historic support that he earned from voters in New York.
Congressman, your reaction to that?
Oh, I think her point is good. No, we've got to do something with SALT. There's no question, and we have to be reasonable. So it needs to be increased. The cap needs to be increased, but at the same time, we just can't go completely off the rails. Everybody's get on board. So it's the same deal like before. We've got to be smart. So those folks that say, no, we shouldn't do SALT at all, that doesn't fly.
Yeah.
Those folks, I think, that want to have super high numbers, that doesn't fly either. There are sweet spots. There are good points. Where I am with SALT, I don't care what the number is. I'm going to work with it. I am truly worried about Medicaid. I'm truly worried about SNAP. We obviously have to take care of Medicare and Social Security. Those are the really big dogs in this. I'm not going to vote for a bill that hurts working people.
Real quick, Congressman, I've only got about 30 seconds with you, but can you respond really quick to what's happening at Newark Airport right now? Because over the weekend, United Airlines comes out, they're canceling 30 round trips because of outdated technology. Transportation Secretary Duffy has been talking about this. You've got to update air traffic control towers. You've got Philadelphia running, the Newark airspace. Real quick, this is a huge hub for the United States air traffic. Can you comment on this really quick before you go?
A bad perfect storm. A major runway was down, number one. Secondly, the technology, again, is way behind. We've been saying this for years. We spent money in the last administration, all kinds of frivolous stuff. We need to spend money here. We're going to. I'm on the Transportation Committee, Aviation Subcommittee. We are focused towards that. We've put money in the budget for it. We are going to make it bigger and better, so we're going to straighten the situation out. But it's a really big deal. We're behind in drone technology 10 years. We've got to get on the stick in America.
Congressman Jeff Van Drew, we're going to be watching Transportation Committee for this. Thank you for being here. It's always great to have you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody.